welcome back, everybody. We're all in podcast. This is Mike.
I'm John.
Big country as always.
Hey, we're here to discuss a few things since we've been out since Saturday. Had a nice little weekend of college football, and we're gonna sort of break right into this here and see what your guys' takes are on some of our. Feel free to get back at us through comments. We're here for the next hour and a half. So let's go ahead and discuss this a little bit today. First off, I want to do a little bit of a shout out to Odell Beckham for his first career playoff touchdown. Nice to sort of see that man finally coming around. Yeah, it's been a long time. We'll get that in there for him.
I think his pass was more impressive than his touchdown was.
And then another shout out to, Tate Martell, Buckeye legend, even though he never played it down, retired from football today to pursue business.
Pursue business.
So,
I wonder what kind of business.
I don't know. I really didn't read up on it.
I wonder what he went to school for. You think
He's
he's going
probably
to start a podcast?
You think he could be going to maybe learn how to play the game of football?
Ooh, damn. That's a
already, Brent, huh? Already,
hit
Brent.
right there, bro.
Got you already going. Jeez, oh feet.
Oh my God.
Go Cowboys.
Oh Jesus.
Brent said, "How about them Cowboys?"
So let's start. We're gonna start this. We're gonna. How are you guys this week? I know we've seen each other, a few days out of the week here, and John's a little happy. He's smiling. His Bengals got given a touchdown.
Hey.
So we're all here. We're all here. We're all cheers. That's But we'll get into that debate a little later.
You're just jealous because your team lost.
Oh, no, I ain't jealous.
Sounds like jealousy.
Yeah.
You just wish that they gave you a touchdown.
He just wishes the ref got out of the way so they could place the ball.
I would no. Maybe.
All right. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this out here.
No. Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Dustin Conrad,
Let's go ahead and talk about the Cowboys.
Well,
let's do this. Let's
I'm
get it out the way.
I'm
now.
not rocking no Dak Prescott today. I'm rocking the Tony Romo. So he did great commentating that game. Just to let you guys know.
So you go rock. You go. you got the Dak debacle, and then you go ahead and throw the Romo jersey on, who gave you the fumble debacle. So, got to represent. Yeah, you got nothing for that.
Anyways, it don't matter. I wore the jersey on here today to show you guys.
What?
I'm still repping them. We went down. People shouldn't. I don't know why we talk about it. People are used to the Cowboys losing in the playoffs. The fuck you talking about?
It's true.
My God, it's the cycle of life. It's like we're living in the jungle or something.
Joe Burrow has won more playoff games than Dak Prescott.
No, he hasn't.
Yes.
He hasn't. They both have one victory.
Oh.
And Dak's been in how long?
He's about to get two. What did I say?
No, it's refs 1, Burrow 0.
I did like that. That was a good one. That was good.
Yeah. So we'll get into that here a little bit later. We got a few things we want to talk about. We got a nice little schedule for you guys today. We do want to get into this. It's been a debate all day. It's been a debate all week I've been seeing. So if no one has seen it on TikTok or social media platforms, there's a question going around on who we put the poll on our group page. Who would win the '96 Bulls or the 2017 Warriors? And this is a finals series. So we're going 7 games. They did not say eras or anything like that. So we're throwing eras of what era we're playing, and we're just throwing it out. We're just saying if they play each other in a 7-game series, who wins this series? Who walks away with the chip is what the real question is. And it's been a huge debate the last 7 days, I would imagine.
Drew goes, shout out to WWE champion Brock Lesnar.
Oh my God, Drew.
Every week, Drew. That's
Every
nice,
week.
though. That's
Oh my
nice. That's
God.
like, shout him out, man. Shout him, Brock Lesnar, go guy. We're going to see you. Hey, we will. Drew did send me the card for Monday Night Raw next week. We will be going to Monday Night Raw. If no one knows, Drew is also attending. My brother Tim, John, Mooney, and my kids. So we will get to see Brock and Bobby Lashley fight. That is going to be
Get
spectacular.
to see Lashley put Brock down.
Oh,
That's what we're going to see.
we will get to see RK Bro, so we'll get to see Randy Orton.
You get to see Randy Orton.
So it should be pretty fun next week.
Hopefully my girl
Back
makes
to
an
topic.
appearance.
Back to topic.
Yeah, we're back. So
Oh, my bad.
so we want to debate this. So What do you guys think? What's your guys' philosophy on this game? Who wins this game and why and how many games? What is this? Is it a sweep? Is it 5? Is it 6? Do we go 7?
I can tell you this. I honestly think it could go either way. I honestly think that. I think it could. But I'm going to side with the Warriors because I think it's too much talent overall with the team. I honestly think Draymond Green is too much for Michael Jordan. I think his defense is too much for Michael Jordan. I think Jordan's still a factor. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he shuts him down. He can't. Nobody can. But if you're going to say Jordan averages 30, he's going to average somewhere between 20 and 25 with Draymond.
Or you mean KD, Kevin Durant? Oh, you're saying Draymond takes him to 25 a game. Okay,
Right. I'm saying he guards him down to 25. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. No more than 25.
Drew said Bulls in 6.
And I think overall everybody else matches up extremely well, and the Bulls have got a weakness. You're going to have Rodman out there, and whoever Rodman's playing against, he can't score, but everybody that's starting for the Warriors can score. So it's going to be lopsided, and I think it's a sweep. Actually, if I really want to be honest, I think the Warriors could sweep them.
Well, I made a TikTok video on this. I don't know if people have seen it. I sort of got I got excited, I should say, a little excited over this situation. I'm just going to put perspective out there that I believe Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan wash each other. They're both going to get their 30, 35 a game. That's my opinion. I don't think you really stop either one of them players from doing what they want to do when they want to do it. No matter who you put on KD or no matter who you put on Jordan, they're just that blessed.
I don't even know from the Bulls team who do you put KD? Who's guarding KD?
I would imagine a lot of people say Rodman. I don't agree with that. I think he eats Rodman for breakfast. You can throw Pippen over there. A lot of Jordan fans say Jordan's a great defender, so I don't understand why Jordan ain't stepping up to the plate and saying, I'm going to guard KD. So you would expect, if this game come down to this, you would expect Michael Jordan's guarding Kevin Durant. You would expect it. If he is if he is what they say he is, he has that demeanor, he has that mentality. We always say it's Mamba mentality. Well, there should be some Jordan mentality here too. So I would imagine Jordan is going to want to guard Kevin Durant. Now, that's where I think they're both going to get theirs. I think Pippen goes over and tries to contain Klay Thompson. I think they almost wash each other out. Pippen's not a great scorer either. Neither is Klay, but they both can get hot and they both can do about everything on the court well. So if they both average 16 to 20 points.
I mean, what was Pippen's career? Isn't it 19? 19 for a career.
And I think Klay's right at 19 or 20 for a career. So they're washing each other again. They're going to wash each other again.
So right now it comes down to one guy.
Yeah, so right now we're even, right? We're even. We'll say we're at 60 to 60. Score 60 to 60. So then you got who I would imagine if we're going starting lineup, Steve Kerr started on that team. So we have Steve Kerr against Steph Curry. This is where it starts to get ugly. I don't know on that Bulls team who legitimately slows down Steph Curry.
Yeah, because if you pull Pippen or Rodman or Jordan to guard Steph, you're going to open up somebody else.
Yeah, I want to point this out before you get too far in. Isaac said, don't forget Warriors bench wasn't nothing to forget about. Warriors would have the better sixth man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's... Tank, go. We lost the footage here. Hold on a minute. Down, Mooney. That's just great. You're the back towards me. Down, dude. You're way out of. Yeah, we're pretty good right there. Yeah. Yeah. The benches. We didn't even bring up the bench just because I don't think that's. The Bulls had a nice bench, but.
Hey, Drew said, how does Steve Kerr coach and play at the same time?
Well, we're taking Isaac said that today too, but we have to go, figuratively speaking here that he's not the coach of the Warriors at that point. I don't really think that Warriors team needed a coach.
I'm kind of surprised that Brent hasn't made a comment about this yet. So I'm kind of curious as to what he's thinking. Unless he's typing a paragraph.
I think this is where it starts to get ugly. It gets ugly at this point. I think this is where the Warriors go up 20 because I don't see where Curry's going to get his 25. We'll just say he gets, Steve Kerr's guarding him. He gets 30, 35 because
Kerr can't guard him.
Kerr
He can't
is
even
not-
slow him down. It's not going to happen.
so he's having his way with
Probably has a career day.
yeah. I don't
He might
understand.
drop
Yeah.
40.
And then you go to the matchup with Draymond and Dennis. They're both great defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are legitimately, well, Rodman's in the Hall, but Draymond's going to get in the Hall of Fame because of his defense. He's going to go down as probably a top 5 defender all time. Draymond's a better scorer. And he's not even a great scorer. That just tells you how horrible Dennis Rodman was at scoring. He's not a factor whatsoever on the offensive side of the ball.
Isn't Dennis's average for a career 8 points or something?
It probably ain't even that. I'd say
I don't
3.
think it's that good.
3, maybe 5. I mean, he averages probably 17 rebounds a game, but
He gets a lot of rebounds, that's for sure.
that'll play a factor, I think, when it comes to that. Can Draymond out rebound him to give them extra possessions? And then to me, the centers, I don't even know why we would even talk on them because Zaza Pachulia or Luke Longley. I mean, whatever they do. Luke's not making up for the 30 to 35 points that they're down at this very moment because no one.
Rodman averaged 7.3 points.
7.3 points a game.
Points a game.
Yeah.
Not good.
So.
Yeah, the center position is a non-factor in this game.
And if we throw bench in, like Isaac said, I mean, holy. I mean, the Bulls did. If I'm not mistaken, Ron Harper was there coming off the bench, correct?
I believe he was.
In '96.
I think so.
I think you gotta remember there was a weapon for
There was Tony Kukoc running
Tony
around
Kukoc
too.
was out there,
running.
and he's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tony was running around out, and I don't know if they started him more often than not, or maybe he factors into that. I mean.
But even though, okay, throw him in the lineup. They're going to put him on Steph. Is he still going to stop Steph?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
He is a factor on shooting the ball, but that's still 15 to 16 points a game.
Draymond averages 7.9 points a
Yeah.
game.
So neither one of them can score. I just think Draymond's more athletic and will shoot the ball. Actually, I don't think Dennis Rodman's shooting the ball. Period. So.
No.
Dennis Rodman's a dirtier player.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're both fucking rough. Dennis Rodman's the weirdest player. He's strange.
I mean, and that's the thing, though. Are you really going to match Rodman up against Draymond Green, the two defenders against defenders who aren't scoring? You're not going to. So you're not going to put Draymond on Rodman on Draymond because there's two guys playing defense for no reason.
You're not going to right, but you're not going to take. You're not going to take Pippen and Jordan's going to guard who they want. So I don't understand where Pippen would go if Pippen's not staying in front of Curry either. And I don't think it happens. So who do you put?
I'm just saying, the two best defenders from each team, if they both can't score, what do you put them up against each other for? What are you doing? It's proving it's doing nothing. You're just putting up two defenders against each other who aren't going to score anyway. It's like a waste of a guy
So
on
you're
the floor
saying put those two
against
somebody
other
that
people.
would score.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
that's not what they're known for, though. They're not known for Defensive Players of the Year because they guard all positions. They're known because they're the best defender at their position.
I get that, but I'm just saying you're guarding
Brent said-
Rodman and he's not doing anything anyway,
Brent said Harper on Curry.
and that's a joke.
Well, I mean, you can put him there, but we're going off their starting 5. What was their starting 5?
Okay, even if Harper wasn't a starting 5, it's still a joke.
Because I don't think
Steph's
he was.
still having his way with it. It don't matter who you bring from the point guard position from the Bulls. They cannot stop Steph Curry. It's not going to happen. If you're going to match it up point guard to point guard, they don't have anybody who can do it.
Bobby said Rodman guarded Jordan in the 80s.
He didn't slow him down. I mean, he can guard him all he wants. He didn't slow him down. I can promise you that.
That's why I said Draymond Green guarding Jordan when the Bulls got the ball, and then when the Bulls when the Warriors got the ball, I would probably put Robin on, say, someone like Clay, or maybe KD, only because, like I said, why are you gonna tell Rodman go guard Draymond Green? Why? When neither one of us are going to score, we're just playing defense. So we're literally playing defense against a guy who's not going to score at all.
You're going to have to.
It's just a waste of a guy of defensive player that you need in another position. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with it. I don't think it's wrong to do, but I don't.
But you're looking at position versus position, so I understand where
I'm
you're
looking
coming
at
from.
what Jordan and Pippen are going to want to guard. They're going to want to guard the two best players, and I don't think either one of them are going to really want to guard Steph Curry because you got to pick your poison at that point. If you leave Klay Thompson sitting, okay, so say Jordan decides, well, fuck it, I'm going to go and I'm going to guard Curry. I can shut him down. Great, because I don't think Curry can shut down Jordan. Jordan might get 40 a game at that point. So on the Warriors side, they're not doing that.
Bobby said.
No,
Jordan,
that's why I'm sending Draymond Green after him.
Bobby said Jordan rules, baby, tap tap.
Fucking Bobby.
But also, who's to say that Jordan is going to come out and
I
say
haven't got nothing for that at all. It just made me laugh.
who's to say that Jordan's coming out saying I'm guarding this guy when we all know that Pippen for the most part guarded the best guy on the floor and Jordan did not.
Unless,
so now all of a sudden Jordan's going to be like, no, I'm going to take KD. Bullshit. He's not. He's not.
well, it's you.
He's going to take Clay.
Yeah.
He's just,
It's probably the truth.
Pippen's probably going to take KD.
Pippen's probably going to guard KD. Jordan will probably he would probably go guard Klay Thompson.
There's nobody else.
That's their biggest two. Well, I don't know. I don't understand how they match up. I'm going to keep looking at this. I can't figure out how they match it. How do they match up with this team? Someone explain it. And then you're getting a younger Iguodala. You're getting Sean Livingston off the bench.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Iguodala. I completely forgot.
JaVale McGee's not spectacular, but that's another big body coming off the bench.
Brent said Jordan on Steph, Pippen on KD.
Jordan on Steph. Yeah, that's why I said I figured he would go. Pippen on KD, but it's going to legitimately leave Klay Thompson wide open.
And you're not going to want to leave Clay wide open.
So
Who's going to guard Clay?
So if you send Rodman out there to guard Klay, then Draymond's having his way with whoever the hell you put out there.
And then that's when he goes from 7 points a game to probably 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Because who literally on the Bulls who's going to slow him down? I mean, Draymond can score. So now if you take all these other players away, who coach going to guard him?
I don't know what we ask the Bulls fans. We'll ask the Bulls if there's any Bulls fans watching. We know there's at least one. What is the starting five you guys are running out there? That's what I want to know. I want to know who's your starting five that you're running out there, and then we'll match that starting five with what the Warriors would run out there. That should be the question on, because we're going off what they started in '96. I think that's the big argument is who they would start out there. But then if we start funneling in other players, they're gonna have to do it. The Warriors obviously would adjust to that. So I mean, if you're once we get somebody talk on that, I just don't know. I don't know how.
All right, here we go. Jordan, Longley, Pippen, Rodman, Harper.
That's the five they ran out.
That's the five that they mostly ran out. The only time I see a change here is Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and they ran out Bill Wennington, the other center, behind Luke Longley. So literally they only changed the center. Everybody else is the same. Harper was the starting point guard.
So we'll run Harper out there. So
the Warriors win.
I mean, Harper was a good scorer. We can't take away what he was.
Decent scorer.
But what he was before he came, when they got a 20-point a game scorer.
Okay, but you're going to have to guard Steph Curry. Are you slowing Steph Curry?
Well, they're saying
Ron Harper's this great defender now.
Well, they're saying the fans are people watching are saying that Jordan would guard Curry, KD, and Pippen. I would imagine Harper would slide over to try to guard Clay, and then you're going to have once again Draymond, Rodman, and then Longley, Zaja, or whoever they run out.
Laughable. You're going to have Harper guard Klay Thompson. That's laughable.
Isaac says if you're allowing Harper to start, then Andre going to the 3 and KD going to the 4 or 5.
Yeah, you would bring Andre Iguodala off the bench. I would start JaVale McGee over Zaza Pachulia.
And Brent said, Harper was a great defender.
He was a good defender.
He was a good defender. He wasn't a great defender. He was a good defender. But we're talking about Steph Curry. Harper's going to shut down Steph Curry.
No, he would be guarding Clay.
So who's on Curry?
But I think this goes back to an argument we had last week when we talked about the best shooter and all that. You take away Curry's 3 points. What's Curry?
Nothing.
Nothing. If they can limit his scoring on the 3-point line, he's irrelevant.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But Jordan
you
is not going to go out and guard him on the perimeter. It's not going to happen.
You have to pick him. You're going to have to pick him up full court all the time.
Exactly.
You're not. There's no.
Exactly.
He's going to wear them down, and he never stops moving. He's not. He's one of the best off the ball playmakers, and that's weird to say. I don't even know if I even understand that. If that's even a possibility in basketball to be a playmaker off the ball. He never quits running ever. So whoever you want to guard him, they're going to be winded. I will promise you that. And a lot of people who guard him in today's game say that's a problem with Curry is he takes your energy because he never stops. He's coming off screens. He's setting screens. He's running. As soon as he gets rid of the ball, he takes off. I literally one time thought I seen him run and take a bathroom break, and he came back and hit a 3. I don't know if that's true. I thought I seen it. It happened that quick. I have no idea. So yes, if you're starting Ron Harper, yeah, then they're changing. I would change the Warriors lineup. I would go McGee and let McGee run for days too. He's another big man who runs.
You're talking KD, Steph, Draymond,
Clay. No, we're talking Steph, Draymond, KD, Iguodala,
and McGee. So you're just going to leave Clay out?
Oh, we can go small ball. We'll put Clay in there, and we'll just run small with him. We'll run Draymond. We'll run Draymond at the center.
In there.
No, we'll run Draymond at the center like they do a lot.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll put Draymond at the center, run KD at the 4, then Clay at small forward, or no, technically KD at small forward, Clay as shooting guard, and then Curry as your point guard. That'd be your starting 5.
So now Luke Longley has to handle Draymond Green. What the fuck? No matter where you put these guys on the court, it's going to be lopsided on one position or another.
Yeah, it's a mismatch. That's the thing.
I still don't think
match up.
I still don't think it's a blowout like you think.
I think the Warriors in 6.
I don't think it's a sweep.
I think the Warriors win in 6.
You're right. I'll take that back because Jordan himself could probably win them a game or two. So
I still want to know how. Someone tell me where his 30 points a game is going to win him a game.
I'm just giving hope. Okay. Other than that, I think if I give them a game, it's literally one game. So I'd say they win in 5.
With that lineup,
I'm not giving them more.
The thing is with that lineup that the Bulls run out, that they want the Bulls to run out there, who shoots a 3? Last time I checked, a 3 is better than a 2 every single time down the court. I'm talking about
Kerr is there only
Kerr's
one?
Not out there.
Then Harper.
It's Harper.
Harper then. I don't know what his 3-point percentage was.
Probably wasn't good. Probably low 30s. So who is hitting the 3s at this large amount with them? Because the Warriors are good for 17 to 23s a game every single game. That's on a bad night.
I mean, I guess it just depends on how much they limit, Curry.
I think I seen something crazy. I could be. I'm not going to quote this as correct, but I thought I seen something.
Ain't happening.
I thought I seen something. Curry's got like 30. Does he have like 30 or 50 games of 10 or more 3s in his career?
Yeah.
Something wild like that.
Ron Harper's 3-point percentage for a career is 28%. It ain't happening. it's
so
not
fans here. What line? What do you run out there to shoot the 3? Who is shooting the 3 for the Bulls? I mean, Jordan's a career 32%. Pippen might be in the mid 30s. He might be somewhere a little better than Jordan, maybe. So who do we have that would? What's everybody saying? I say the Warriors in 6. What do you got, John?
Tony Kukoc's 3-point percentage is 33 for a career, so it's better.
It's better,
not by
right?
a lot, but better.
The only one we've had that they predict is Drew. He said Bulls in 6, I think.
But why, Drew? Why would you pick the Bulls in 6? What gives the Bulls the edge? I know you might throw up and say, well, they got Jordan. Okay.
Well, that's a big factor.
It is.
That's a huge factor for them.
But what's the rest of the team? How is the rest of the team going to match up against the Warriors? Once again, I don't care. You throw Rodman, you can throw Jordan, you can throw Pippen. They are not shutting down Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, for the most part, has never been shut down. Now, all of a sudden, you think one of them guys can shut him down?
Achilles shut him down.
I said for the most part.
I'm talking about his Achilles. They shut him down.
Well, I just officially retired from the podcast.
So we'll go.
Bobby said 80, 89 Pistons would physically beat the shit out of them.
Well, that's where we don't know what era they want to play in. I mean, you get talking about some 80s teams, and we might say that there could be an intimidation factor because of a lot of these hard fouls, but I still think talent will outweigh a lot. This 2017 Warriors team could almost run any era.
Well, I'm going to give the Bulls fans a little bit of credit now. If we break down into these stats, and I know I can, Steve Kerr shoots a 45% from the three-point percentage for a career now, but he does not take the volume of shots that Steph Curry takes. So he's hitting.
He can't get them off.
Right. So he's hitting 45% with few shots.
I mean,
you give him more shots, the percentage comes down.
He has the highest three-point percentage for a career, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I think either Kerr has it or Curry's little brother Seth broke it, which that could be the possibility that another Curry once again breaks another three-point record. So what do you, John? Who do you got? To sort of wrap this up, who do you got?
Yeah, it's Steve Kerr, 45%.
I'm going to go Bulls in 6.
Bulls in 6.
It's the Warriors. It's
Warriors
the Warriors
in what?
all day.
Warriors in what?
I'll give the Bulls a game in 5.
I'm saying Warriors in 6. So, I mean, sort of get away from that topic, Garrett. It's still, once again, we all know it's an opinion-based argument, I guess.
If LeBron James is on the Warriors, Bulls don't win a game.
Oh God, you just did it. We're not bringing up that. We're not doing that.
LeBron James, greatest basketball player ever.
I second that. Anyways, let's go ahead. I know a lot of you guys sat with us on Saturday, and to get into this, our playoff rights and wrongs.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. We sat in here on Thursday, and people, I think, literally got a kick out of some of our picks. But we're gonna do some rights and some wrongs here, So we all were pretty well right on the Bucks just beating down on the Eagles. So there's really nothing to talk about when it comes to the Bucks and the Eagles. That was just what everybody really thought it was going to be, a dismantling. We had a couple other games that we're gonna save for last. So when we go to the Bills,
I was about to say the Bills blowout was. I don't think
when we go to the Bills and the Patriots, there's a certain topic I want to bring up to see what people think. Could the reign of Bill Belichick be over? Could it be over? Could we be seeing really the last of Bill Belichick?
No.
Being as the Patriots being a Super Bowl caliber team every year in and year out.
I don't. And the reasoning is, look what he did with a rookie quarterback. I think what he did this year was pretty impressive. And he's only going to continue to get better. I think Jones has the sky's the limit for him. I think he could really potentially be a good quarterback. Now, am I saying he's going to be the next Tom Brady in New England? No. But I feel like they've got a good quarterback. They built some pieces around him. And I still think Belichick is a great coach. No doubt in my mind. I mean, you said you took some picks over New England because you said how great of a coach he was. Okay. Yeah. So I think that, and I am not a New England fan. I hate seeing New England lose or win. But I think with his capabilities, the dude's intelligent. I think when he's got the right pieces in place that he can still be 11, 12 win team year in, year out.
No, if you look at last year, what he had with Cam and still got him to 7-9, goes out and drafts his quarterback that he wants, gets a lot of free agent acquisitions, and all of a sudden they're in the playoffs again.
And they still got a top tier defense.
Yeah,
their defense is still a great defense.
It
wasn't great against Buffalo.
There in the playoffs.
No. But it was there during the year.
Not just that, he's still playing with a lot of inexperienced players when it comes to being in the playoffs, when it comes to being to that stage.
They're going to be a threat next year.
I think so. I think anytime Belichick
with the same core, or they have to go out and get receiver help.
I think they might get one receiver, but I think for the most part the core is going to be there. I think they just needed to play together. They got the continuity. They got the chemistry built. And Mac Jones is his first year. I think he's one of the bright quarterbacks of the future that we need to start talking about. And I literally think I could see them having a second wave with him. Now, for how long, I don't know, because Bill is getting up there in age, so I don't know how long he's got. But
he told the reporter he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't older than Pete Carroll.
Isaac said,
no, I said he's getting up there.
Right, but I'm saying Pete Carroll.
He's in his 60s.
Isaac said, I don't see that. I think he sees the glaring issues and will fix them with the draft and the free agency. And I agree.
Oh,
Belichick has the eye.
Yeah,
for the talent.
I think the rain is about to get a second wave. I think the Patriots.
So whose career ends?
Coming back.
I agree. I don't think Bill Belichick's done yet. I think he's got too much to prove. He's not walking away. Who walks away first?
Brady
or Belichick?
Brady walks away first.
Because at this point, goddamn it, Brady don't want to go nowhere.
No.
To be honest with you, to watch Brady's interview he had earlier in the season when he started saying, I don't know, I'm missing a lot with my kids. I think he may evaluate this might be his last year. If they go to the Super Bowl and win it, I don't think he plays.
Are you making a bold prediction and saying that Tom Brady won't be back next year?
There's a good possibility.
We need a yes or a no.
Wow. Is he going to be or not?
I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be or not. I'm just saying
we have to hear it.
I need a definite he's gone or he's coming back.
There's a great possibility just because the facts that he's came out and said he's
John Holland is saying that
kids.
Tom Brady's going to retire everybody. That's what John Holland said.
So we got to get a cut here. What? Yes or no? Is Tom Brady going to retire after this year?
I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to say there's a big possibility.
And there's a possibility that Ben Roethlisberger don't retire.
There is.
No, there's
very
not.
Slim. Very, very slim. He's all out but came out and said that he's going to retire.
He's retired.
So we're in mutual agreement that
Tom Brady's going to retire.
Tom Brady's going to retire at the end of the year from John Holland. John Holland, he lives in Kenton, Ohio.
That's not what I'm saying.
Anybody, any death threats or anything go his way, not ours. This is not
Tampa fans coming for him.
So we seen what the Bills did to them. I mean, historic performance.
Josh Allen.
Does that make, in most people's eyes, or in our eyes, or in your guys' eyes, are the Bills the favorites to win the Super Bowl after Saturday's performance?
No. I think it was like big brother, little brother. I think they just beat up on a weaker team. That, yes, the Patriots made the playoffs. That's a good thing for their franchise. They turned it around from last year, but they were not ready to really make the run. And the Bills, they are. And they got it together at the right time. And they beat down on an inexperienced team and an inexperienced quarterback. That's it. I don't think you're going to see that repeat performance from the Bills throughout the rest of this playoffs.
I don't think you see that dominance.
That's what I'm meaning.
Yeah, I don't think you see that again.
I'm not saying are we going to see 7 straight touchdowns. I'm saying, does it make them the Super Bowl favorites because of their performance?
They're playing Kansas City, right? That's who they're playing, right? Yeah. Yeah, because Tennessee's playing Cincinnati. They're playing Kansas City. I think Kansas City's going to – and the reason I say this, I don't think the Bills' defense can defend against the Kansas City offense. I don't.
So you're saying that the Bills aren't
we are going to have our picks after when this is in too.
You're saying that the Bills are not the favorite?
Not to win the Super Bowl.
So who do you think is the favorite from the AFC?
I'm a Cincinnati fan, but I'm still going Kansas City. I think Kansas City's the favorite.
I agree with you.
I do.
And
as much as I would love to say Cincinnati, I'm going to be a realist and I'm going to be like, I'm happy they won. Can I see them beating Tennessee? Yeah. I think Cincinnati has the potential to beat Kansas City.
Can you see them beating the Chiefs?
Tennessee. If they play the Chiefs again, Cincinnati has beat them once, but I think when it comes to the playoffs, Mahomes is a whole different animal.
But also, too, when you guys played them, their defense was all in tatters. Now their defense is playing better.
This is the thing with me when it comes to the Bills. What we have seen out of Josh Allen is a different animal right now. I think he's tired of the – this would be his second year in the playoffs, correct? They got beat. They got knocked out as a 13.
Yeah, because this is his fourth year in the league.
12 or 13 win season last year.
His first two he didn't make it. Yeah, so last two.
I think this favors. The Bills have a defense that's good enough to slow anybody down. They have the best defense in football.
Bobby said they can't run the ball.
What?
They can't run the ball. See, that's what I was going to bring up. They do struggle.
Them?
Their defense, I think, will favor them in a lot of games. And then having who no one really puts any respect on Josh Allen's name. So having that quarterback, he is the lead. He's the top 5 quarterback in the league. I don't really know another quarterback you would put in his spot.
But Tampa Bay put a beat down on the Eagles, and their defense is really good too. So how could you not pick them to be the Super Bowl
Because they
favorite?
played the Eagles.
Well, they
knocked
the
out
inexperienced New England
not
Patriots.
inexperienced. I won't give you.
Oh,
They had a quarterback that's inexperienced. Their coaching
They got
staff is
some
not
players out there
inexperienced.
that weren't playoff players. They've not been in the playoffs.
The Patriots are a better team by far than the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even remotely
I'm not
close.
saying that they're not.
If the
but
Patriots, if the Patriots were to play the Bucks, you could have seen Tom Brady go home.
I can't.
They don't have no
I
weapons.
can't agree with that.
They have no weapons in Tampa.
I don't know if I agree with that one either. I still think Tampa beats them. The only reason why I don't is because of the rivalry between Belichick and Brady. But I still don't. I don't think.
I mean, who knows Brady's flaws more than Bill Belichick?
Who knows Belichick's
And then-
system better than Brady?
He's not running. Well, I guess he is sort of running the
He
same
is.
system from the
He
early
is.
2000s. But J.C. Jackson puts clamps on Mike Evans. So you have legitimately Rob Gronkowski. That's it.
Okay.
So
You can't dismiss Tampa's defense.
I'm not dismissing them, but I don't see them stopping Josh Allen. They couldn't stop the Philadelphia Eagles rushing attack. That's the one thing that they really did well. If it wasn't for Jalen Hurts playing absolutely miserable, he literally played at the level of, we'd say, Kyler Murray.
Baker Mayfield.
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs. He played as bad as Kyler Murray did last night. So if Jalen just plays a tad bit better, it probably doesn't get as carried away. I mean, Jalen did not play a good football game on any aspect whatsoever.
No, he didn't.
So does that game become a little more competitive?
Let me ask you, which team, Bills, or which team you think has the best ability to get the most pressure on Tom Brady?
That's in the playoffs right now
The
or
Rams.
remaining? The Rams.
Well,
The Rams.
Okay,
The Rams.
But I'm talking
The
about
Rams are
teams
going
we
to
just talked
dominate.
about.
When they play them, they'll dominate them. It will be a
But see,
one-sided game.
you can't say that. I don't believe it's going to be one-sided. I think it's going to be
The thing is the Bills' defense is better than the Rams' defense.
Is it?
Not at rushing the quarterback. The Rams might have that advantage, but secondary-wise, they had the best secondary in football.
Rams get more turnovers than the Bills do.
No, the Bills led the league in turnovers.
I thought
Behind the Cowboys were
led the
second.
league.
No, the Cowboys were second in turnovers. The Bills were first. You can look it
How
up.
many turnovers?
I think the more pressure you get on Brady, and it's a fact, he falters.
Well, it's the fact that on most quarterbacks you get pressure on, they falter. On most. But I know what you're saying. When Brady, you do. That's
not always
New York Giants
most
can show you
quarterbacks,
that.
yes.
New York
Most
Giants can show you
quarterbacks,
that.
but when you put, that's what I like about Josh Allen. Put the pressure on him. He's just going to run from you.
Yeah, he's a mobile quarterback. He's good.
super accurate outside the pocket and on the run.
And he's such a big, physical, strong. He reminds me of Roethlisberger.
He reminds you of, yes.
When you couldn't take him down. I mean, how many times did we watch him when they played New England and they tried to attack him? They just couldn't bring him down. I mean, the guy it's a big dude to bring down.
My problem with the Bills is if the pass game isn't there, they don't have a strong run game to turn to. They don't. It's okay.
Not, it's one of the worst in the playoffs, but I think it's also
even Isaac
doable.
said, they've ran the ball a little better as of late, and they have. They've improved on it from the beginning of the
Well,
season.
they ran the
now.
ball well. They ran the ball well against the Patriots.
But I think what helps with that is because teams know they're defending that pass because of the passing attack that Diggs and Allen have, and the team has. Knox. They got some weapons out there.
They got weapons, and they have the best weapon, period. They have Josh Allen running around out there. That alone is going to be a load. This kid has just remarkably gotten better since year one, and he just continues to get better.
You never would have guessed watching his first year now that this would be the quarterback we would see.
Yes, because everybody said he couldn't throw a football. That was his biggest knock on him was, can he develop into an actual quarterback? And he has kept he's kept his skills and developed into a good thrower of the football. He is above average when throwing the football.
I'm giving Josh Allen credit. I agree with you. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league. He's gonna eventually run into the number 1 quarterback in the AFC. And I'm not counting out Patrick
Ben
Mahomes.
Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers put 21 on the Kansas City Chiefs.
They did.
And you're gonna sit and try to tell me that the Bills couldn't do that?
They can.
They're not going to put 42 on the Bills. I just don't. I don't think it's happening. I could be 100% wrong on that, but I do. Has anybody scored 40 points on the Bills this year?
I don't believe so.
don't think so, not off the top of my head.
I mean, Kansas City went in and did what we all thought they were going to do. I mean, we had a couple picks for the Steelers, but I think that was mainly to sort of just push the Steelers. But I think everybody knew that what the Chiefs did was what they were expected to do. So it didn't
They
impress
are
anybody.
who we thought they were.
It didn't impress you guys that they hung 42 on the Steelers. No, it didn't. It's not.
No.
Is it impressive what the Bills did? Absolutely. Because that Patriots defense was one of the better defenses in football.
I still think they were just an inexperienced team. They just got beat the hell out of. That's what I think.
So
I just think that.
I mean, that could partially be it because, like I said, Mac Jones, a rookie coming in, going to a playoff game.
Right.
You have Josh Allen, who was there last year. He has experience in it. I mean,
been in the
there
league 4
is
years.
there is some inexperience there.
It was mainly the Patriots defense didn't show up. They have experienced players on that defense that's been in playoff games. They didn't show up. The coaching staff of the New England Patriots failed their own players.